Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Elizabeth Wambua and I'm back with another video. If you are new here, karibu sana nyumbani. Welcome so much. This is where we grow together, we thrive and survive all together. So guys, if you have not subscribed to this channel, consider subscribing, liking, sharing and commenting on our videos. Today, I want us to slow down and reflect about life. Sometimes we get to be busy that we even forget to be grateful for the things we have already and start focusing more about the things we are missing, things that we wish we had, things that maybe we don't have and we want to have them. We are requesting maybe in prayer God to give us those things. We focus too much on them and sometimes we forget what we already have. And already whatever we have, it is as a result of something you have prayed for, maybe sometimes back, or sometimes you might not even remember you prayed for such things, or you asked God in prayers or in your silent thoughts. You told God, you know, God, one day, one time, I wish I had this and this, and now you have those things. As human beings, I am not the perfect one, but we as human beings, we tend to forget. Sometimes we don't see what we have already. Instead, we focus on what we want or what we wish we have, and some things we just take for granted, and we should be thankful for them. We should be grateful, gratitude all the time. That is what I'm talking about. So on today's video, I want us to talk about some things we take for granted or things we are not thankful for. Sometimes I think we think like they are just normal, they are kawaida, you know. We think that waking up, getting food, sleeping, going and coming back, it is just normal, and we forget that it is just we should be grateful. It is because of God's grace, and it is through His love. That's why we are going out and coming back. We are able to do whatever we are doing. So in today's video, I want us to talk about things that we take for granted, which is very wrong, and why we should be grateful for some things. So karibuni sana, stick around from the beginning to the end of the video. And the first thing, I know they are not that new to you. Some maybe might be new to some people, or some others just need a reminder for this. So I'm here to remind you if it is a reminder for you. Again, if it is your first time to hear about them, I'm here to tell you about the things you should be grateful for. So the first thing we should be grateful for is good health. Guys, waking up with energy and life to continue doing whatever you want to do or whatever you plan to do, it is such an important thing we should be grateful for, you know. And we are not grateful until one day the energy or the life is taken away from us or from someone close to you. If you have ever had someone in your house around you, someone who is close to you, and they fall sick, sometimes they are no more, you know, and that one person is just your friend, your relative, your blood, you know. That time you know the importance of thanking God for waking up with energy and just being okay. Or sometimes you might wake up and you have some pains in your body. Maybe you have headache, backache, or something. It's painful somewhere. You are not okay. You are not yourself. That time, now you know you get to understand the importance of being lively. You know. That time you wake up being in a good state of mind and health. You can walk, you can do whatever you want to do. It's one thing you need to be grateful for. Another thing, having a roof over your head. My friend, doesn't matter you are living in a single room, a room where you are sharing with many people, a bed sitter, or just somewhere you have somewhere you can get inside. You have something like a bed inside there. You can sleep and wake up in the morning, do whatever you want to do, close the door and walk out, go wherever you want to go, and again come back to the same room. It is not kawaida. You know, it is not normal. It is just through the grace of God. We don't appreciate that. How many street kids do you get to see out there? Sometimes it is raining. They are just there walking and walking. They don't know when it is time for sleeping or resting. They are just there because they woke up and found themselves on the street. You know, they don't know even the greatness or the happiness which one gets when they get in an house. You know, those kids outside there, they know if you take one from the streets and if you are capable of keep one in your house, I mean, and you ask them, how do you feel? Even if you don't ask them, You will see them being happy, even if they don't tell you, even if you don't get to ask them. You'll see a change in how they will behave, you know. So having somewhere to call an home for you, home, it doesn't matter how small it is, how it looks like, but having that opportunity to have somewhere to rest, get inside, sleep, do your own stuff there in privacy is one thing also we need to be grateful for. Don't complain. I am living in a single room. Doesn't matter. Someone out there doesn't have anywhere to go. At night, they are just walking and walking whenever they feel tired, they feel like they want to sleep, they will sleep anywhere. But you are complaining that I'm living in a single room. No, that is a bad habit, and you should not complain about that. In fact, you should be grateful. As you pray for God to bless you and give you a bigger home or a bigger house, also pray for those ones on the streets, those ones who don't know them, even the feeling of being in a house. We need to be grateful for that. Having food on the table is another thing. People just take it as normal. Having food is not normal, I'm telling you guys. And until you wake up one day, you don't have anything to give your kid, or even to give to yourself, something to put in your stomach. Do you know how many people sleep on an empty stomach? People who wake up, they don't know. You, maybe when you are sleeping, you are there, today I'll wake up and prepare tea in the morning. Lunchtime I'll take this, supper I'll take this and this. Someone somewhere, they don't have anything. Literally nothing. They don't have anything to eat. Even if you are taking ugali and skuma, doesn't matter. That's why I'm saying whatever you get, appreciate. Learn to be appreciative all the time with whatever you have, whatever you get. Someone out there, maybe they are missing that thing. It's only that the difference is you don't know whether they are missing such thing, and you are there complaining. Having that food on your table is such a blessing that you should never forget to say thank you and be grateful for that. Another one, people who love us, that is one and another blessing that people don't take it as a blessing. Can you imagine having a parent, your mother, your father, or even if it's just one parent who is there? I know our parents love us so much. Sometimes even maybe they don't have airtime, but they wish to call you and ask you, how are you doing? Having such person in your life, it's a blessing. Your parent, your relative, your siblings, whoever, or just your friend who always texts you, how are you doing? Where are you? Such things matters. Some people just take it for granted, which is very wrong, actually. I wish you could have talked to someone. Some people, let's talk about an example of losing a parent. No one wishes to lose a parent. But sometimes, if you talk to someone who has ever lost someone, like someone close, especially a parent, they know what I mean. Sometimes you are there, you just feel like maybe you still have their numbers on your phone, and you feel like, I wish my dad could be there. I wish my mom could be there. I could have called them. I could have sent something. And life is funny. Sometimes we get to be struggling so much. And sometimes when we get to be blessed, maybe those parents are absent. That's why I say, and we need to pray that when God blesses you, you pray that your parents be around, or your guardian, someone whom you treasure so much, someone who did so much to your life. Whenever God will bless you, we pray that those parents, those guardians, those siblings will be there so that they can enjoy, so that you can give them the best thing, the best life. That friend of yours who has been there for you, that one friend who doesn't want to hear you in pain, you crying, you being silent, they don't know where you are, what's happening to you. That one person, be grateful to that person. And if you are able to thank them in a big way, just thank them. And how I wish that God blesses each one of us so that we make our parents proud, our siblings, our friends, and everyone who has been there for us. We need to thank them. Another thing we should be grateful for is the peace of mind. There are some people who can't even sleep. There are people who have everything, mention it, everything they need in life, they have it, but they cannot sleep. Sometimes they are at war with a lot of things, maybe with their families. Some live in anxiety, but you are there, you are living in your single room, and you are sleeping from maybe 9 up to 6 or 7 in the morning, you know, that's a blessing. That's so wonderful, and you need to thank God. There are some people who struggle so much to get even to sleep for even an hour. It's just such a big deal. They cannot sleep. And if you ask why they are not sleeping, some are just in fear, some have daily panic, you know, some have been abused. So if someone has abused you, you don't have a peace of mind, you are stressed, your mind is at the race all the time. I'm saying, being, even if you are poor, you can only, maybe you are living in a single room, you can only afford githeri or skuma wiki and ugali, you know, but you have that single room, you have that food, your stomach is not empty, you have somewhere to get inside and sleep. Be thankful. There is someone out there with everything. Mention it. Food, that mansion, a big house, a very smart bed, but they can never sleep. You know? But there you are complaining about this single room, this whatever, whatever. It is the high time we learn that we need to stop complaining and be more thankful. The other one, it is ability to work. You know, having somewhere to call my workplace, having somewhere to wake up, prepare your nice clothes and go outside and say, now I'm going to work, somewhere to earn, even if you are earning 100 shillings in a day, something to put in your pocket. You know, it is such a blessing again. I'm telling you guys. Especially, let's talk about the life in Nairobi. Assume that you don't have a job. You can't even sleep, I'm telling you. Because whenever you are on that bed and you remember at the end of the month, I need to pay rent, maybe I need to pay school fees, especially that rent and food, and you are sleeping, no job. Now you will understand the meaning of thanking God for waking up. Even if you are waking up at 5, going to hustle, don't mind. Someone out there, maybe they don't have the opportunity. They want to work, maybe, but they don't get the opportunity. You know, someone out there, they want also to work, but maybe they are disabled. They cannot work physically. Maybe they don't have that energy. People are going through a lot of things out there. But you are there. You have that hustle. You have everything okay. Your body is fine. You are not sick. And you have somewhere, even if it is a small business, even if it is a side hustle, you know, whatever it is, and you're complaining, now I'm getting tired, I'm waking up at 5, I'm waking up at 4 just to go to work. Don't complain. Be thankful, because that job, whatever you are doing, it is what it is keeping you there. You know, if you don't have that job, maybe you will not be living where you are living. The lifestyle you are doing, you cannot do, you cannot even afford it without that job. Be thankful. It doesn't matter how much you are earning from wherever you are going, just be thankful. People who live in towns can relate to this. Imagine waking up, people are going for work, but you have nowhere to go. You know, or you are just going to ask for jobs around and you are not getting. Again, you come back in that house when you get inside and you are like, now I'm back here, no job, no money, I need to pay rent, I need to buy food, I need to pay school fees, you know, a lot, a lot. Let's learn to be thankful all the time. And finally, the gift of another day to try again. Waking up, going outside, you know, going outside to work, maybe you are using matatus, and wherever you are going, it is not just near, or maybe you are just walking. You know, a lot of things happen on the way. Going outside, being able to try to look for a job, you know, maybe you are looking for a job, that is what I'm talking about. Maybe you are able to wake up, just waking up, being fine. It is a blessing. It is a gift you need to be thankful for. Waking up, going to stand somewhere and wait to be called by someone, come and work here, there is a chance, there is a job here. A chance of trying to heal if you were hurt, someone has hurted you, maybe you are going through an heartbreak. A chance to try to change your life, a chance to start over again. Maybe you've fallen in the first place, maybe you are doing a business and it didn't do well. Now you had to start it all over again. You know, just that chance of waking up and trying to do anything again. You know, maybe you are trying it for the last, maybe for the second time, the third time. It doesn't matter. But that chance of just waking up and trying, maybe today I did not get something, tomorrow I might get. You know, maybe today I got. So whatever I get, I need to share it today and tomorrow, so that it can fit me for like 2 days, 3 days before I get something else. That is another thing we need to be grateful for. waking up, going outside, God protects you from any harm. You go and you come back, it is not easy. You have heard of people who wake up, they are not sick, and you go somewhere, maybe you get an accident, God forbid. I'm just talking. I'm just trying to explain the importance of being thankful for whatever we are doing, whatever we have, and whatever we get. Let's learn to be thankful. And so, my people, gratitude is so powerful. It doesn't mean that your life is perfect because you are thanking God, you are telling God, thank you all the time. No, doesn't mean you are perfect, your things are moving the way you wanted, the way you wished. Most of the times, God doesn't give us what we want or what we desire. He gives us what He knows it is best for us. Some things maybe we are praying for, you prayed for many years for things to happen, they are not happening, you know. Nowadays, I understand that some things were not meant to be, and God knows why. He doesn't want to give me something I'm always requesting for, and that sometimes it reaches to a point and you are like, no, let me leave this thing. Let me focus on another thing. But sometimes, as much as we want to request God for things, we are praying and telling God, God, help me do this. God, help me do that. God. Sometimes we are just asking God to give, to do us things. Do me this, help me this. Fine, it's okay to ask God to help us in everything. But again, sometimes we need to kneel down and just be thankful. We tell God, God, today I woke up. I don't have food. I don't know where I'm going to get money. I don't know where I'm going to get a job. But first, I'm thankful for the gift of life, for the gift of just waking up. Some people maybe did not wake up. I'm not the best. I don't do the best things in this world, but you just gave me the chance to wake up again. I'm thankful. I'm grateful. You know? So I want to know, what is that one thing you are grateful for? Because I know, as much as we don't appreciate, there are a lot of things we need to appreciate from this video. I know now, if you did not know, you know that you should be thankful for something in your life. That one thing you are thankful for, just comment. Let's talk on the comment section. Let's interact there. And if this video spoke to you, don't forget to give it a like, share, comment. Guys, also subscribe. Support me. We said you support me to grow this channel together. Until next time, stay grounded, stay grateful, and stay unstoppable. Bye bye.